Hey, nerdy sports fan here, and it's the week we've all been waiting for and kind of dreading because, after this football season's over, and then what am I going to do with my life? I guess I could talk to my wife, right? Yeah, do things, you know, there's probably a couple of chores. Either way, this is going to be painful at the end. During the game, great. There's still football. But, anyways, um, Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers. Really the two best teams all season. Pat Mahomes was injured. Some other key injuries happened for the Chiefs, too. And, yeah, you take out that, they're the best team in the AFC. I understand the Ravens were fantastic, but yeah, they had flaws. And Kansas City kind of fixed their flaws as the season went on. So these are the most well-rounded teams and highest scoring teams, most dynamic teams, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be fun football to watch, whoever wins this. That's what I love about this matchup. You don't have the grind it out, beat 'em up, really ugly kind of football, like the Tom Coughlin run the ball and play defense kind of thing. It's still run the ball and play defense in San Francisco. It really is, but I don't know. There's more of a pace to it, more of an energy. The pass rush is much more of a focus than stopping the run. I don't know what it is really, but they have a certain energy to them. I guess I don't know. It's just different. So San Francisco is a fantastic rushing offense, fantastic offense in general. Kansas City is a fantastic passing offense, but really a fantastic offense in general. They just have different focuses in the way they play offense. As far as the defense goes, Kansas City's has gotten better as the year progressed. The last few weeks, they were a top 5 defense across those weeks against some quality competition, so it's not like they were playing chumps. And, well, San Francisco's defense was the best in the league throughout the entirety of the year. You just can't compare anybody else. They're fantastic at all 3 levels of the game. And, yeah, Richard Sherman, he's one of the best at his position. Nick Bosa, the best at his position. And he's a rookie, so he's going to be there a while. And he's got a lot of talent across from him. He's got Dee Ford, who's grudge matching. There's so much about this. It's a great defense for San Francisco against a great offense for Kansas City. And the other side of the ball for both teams isn't terrible. They're pretty darn good. It's a very good San Francisco offense versus a very good Chiefs defense. Their strengths line up. Their weaknesses line up, even though they're not really weaknesses. It's an interesting battle of coaching. You have Andy Reid going up against Mike Shanahan's son. You've got, Kyle. Man, I love that San Francisco's getting back to the Super Bowl, and they're playing with 2 coaches that come from the West Coast tree. Bill Walsh really put such a thumbprint on the league that you can't deny it. And San Francisco fans rejoice. I mean, it's become an offense-driven league largely because of the contributions of Bill Walsh and the West Coast offense. So, man, I love this game. I love everything about it. I have to pick a side, and that's terrible. It really is. It's gut-wrenching. There's a reason Vegas only has a 1.5 point spread in favor of either team. They're favoring the Chiefs right now, but you have to remember the thing about betting is it doesn't mean that's what Vegas thinks is going to happen. They're managing betting motives, okay? They're trying to set the number where they're not really going to take a bath in either direction. It's their job. They're very good at it. It's not that they're very good at calling sports. They're very good at making fucking money, okay? They're not playing the game. They're playing you people. So don't look at the betting line and assume that means the geniuses in Vegas think the Chiefs are gonna win. They just know Chiefs fans are still gonna bet when they're favored because they think they can outscore. Whereas San Francisco fans may not bet as much if they don't have some points in this game because they're defense heavy. So, yeah, that's not a rubber stamp. Anyways, because of getting the points, I take San Francisco. I think it's going to be a very close game. Very close. Because their strengths line up with each other. Their weaknesses line up with each other. And they have very good coaching staffs on either side. There's no real true weakness to either team's game. So, yeah, it'll be very close. Again, because they're getting the points, I would bet San Francisco. I do think they're a more well-rounded team. I think they're a team that's more prepared for a grind-it-out kind of game if it does get ugly. They have that dimension. The Chiefs really need it to be a track meet. That's how they're built. And that's how they win all the damn time. They do not win ugly. They win with big plays over the top. So, if San Francisco can limit those big plays, and that is a big if, they can still win the game when it's ugly. The Chiefs, I don't think, really can. Their running game is actually dependent on their passing game to open up lanes. The running backs aren't that great. So, this is where they miss Kareem Hunt, I guess, but yeah, that San Francisco can't necessarily keep pace, I think, with strictly an over-the-top game. But I also think that Kyle Shanahan, can just stick to the run and still keep pace scoring-wise. Their running game is very dynamic. It opens up lanes all over the field, and it makes their passing game easier. Get big chunk plays to somebody like Deebo Samuel or George Kittle. Their offense isn't the greatest facet of this team, but it has gotten better as the season progressed with the trade for Emmanuel Sanders and the emergence of Deebo Samuel. So their passing offense is the weak link, sure, but it's not exactly bad. And the Chiefs have a very good and opportunistic defensive secondary. So they'll just run the ball. And they can. So yeah, I'm rambling. I'm babbling at this point. I love this game so much. I love this matchup so much. I'm just geeking out about every freaking facet of it. I do really get intrigued by the D Ford playing against his former team storyline. I love that we have the two best tight ends in the game going against one another. I love the quarterback matchup. I love that Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, I love that these guys are nowhere near this game. All right? I enjoyed watching their careers, but I'm tired of them. Fresh faces. Guys that are going to be in their divisions for a long time. We're seeing the beginning of their potentially Hall of Fame careers. Quarterbacks get to the Hall of Fame with Super Bowl appearances and Super Bowl victories. It's very rare you get quarterbacks that have never even been to the Super Bowl that get into the Hall. They have to just wreck the stat sheet all the time. I mean, it has to be like a Phillip Rivers kind of career. And he'll be borderline, okay? When he's up for a vote, he's not going to get in right away. He'll get into the Hall. But he's going to be one of those guys that's like 5 years, 6 years, he's eligible before he gets in because he never even got to a damn Super Bowl. These guys are both in the Super Bowl very early in their careers. And they have teams that are built extremely well with extremely good coaches. So yeah, they're probably going to be here again. I love this matchup. All right, so again, I'm betting the San Francisco 49ers. I freaking love this goddamn game, and I'm looking for it to be relatively high scoring. I think the whole country is, but I think this is going to be in the high 20s, low 30s, both sides, and really fun to watch. I don't think it's going to be a track meet kind of game because both defenses are going to have their moments. They have very good pass rushers. They have very good secondaries that can create turnovers. So, yeah, the defenses aren't just going to roll over. Special teams, I mean, they're not stupid on special teams. I can't say they're amazing in either team, but yeah, they don't generally get in their own way in those areas. So it'll be even. It'll be even. It's the kind of game where you're going to say, what's really going to spin it? Is anybody going to have the whole game's worth of momentum at any point? Is this going to be Andy Reid finally getting that freaking monkey off his back and winning the big one? Is this going to be the beginning of Kyle Shanahan's grand entrance into the league that everybody thought he was going to have when he became a head coach? We were just waiting for him to have a real team together. I love this. I really do. Here, look, I can obviously talk about this for freaking days, okay? You want to comment on anything, I'll respond as best I can. I mean, I actually do have a job, so, I'll do what I can to get back to people, but I can talk about this for days. I probably will. I'm going to do a video the day of the Super Bowl, the morning of. I'll do another one post-game. I just can't stop talking about this freaking game. I love football so fucking much, and it's the grand exposition of the sport in a few days. And I'm geeking out all over the place. So hit me up in the comments, like, subscribe, whatever it is you do. Really appreciate you guys watching. I just do this for fun. So the fact that anybody out there actually appreciates this stuff is really, really touching. So thank you. I will hit you up in a few days for the Super Bowl and right into the off season. There's going to be plenty of videos about free agency primers and pre-draft primers for every team. I'm going all out with the off-season material this year, so keep it tuned, man. We got a few more months of this going hard. I might take a break during the preseason, but not a long one. So, catch you next time, guys.